What is up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, bringing you all with another NASCAR diecast review on Chris Buescher's 2023 Fifth Third Bank Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. But as you guys can see, that this is the very special and well-received Daytona night race version. And what more of an appropriate time for me to review this car, since you guys know that Chris Buescher just walked away as your most recent winner in the NASCAR Cup Series. And you know what, guys? Let's go and start the unboxing and the official diecast review of Chris Buescher's 2023 Daytona Race When You Diecast. And alrighty, folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, this was definitely a great time for me to review this really fun-filled car. As you can see, I mean, we got ourselves a lot of cool detail. I don't know, it's just me, or this car probably has probably not enough confetti. But getting on to the fine details of this, the 360 review, this is definitely a really interesting time to review this car that I got from my good buddies at Mead Motorsports. So if you guys want to go and check them out, and actually if you guys are at the racetrack near the East Coast of any NASCAR race that's coming up, I believe probably they'll be at Bristol, so you guys can probably get this car for $9, which I think is a damn good steal. So shout out to Dennis Mead and all those individuals that help out with that diecast dealer on the go, as I like to call it, or a diecast dealer with wheels. But getting on to this, anybody who is very familiar with the Fifth Third Bank car, and also Chris Buescher, who just, well, first of all, can we just take a look at, well, we are looking at these fine details, but how about that race win that we got from Watkins Glen? Wasn't that a crazy finish? Definitely I'm looking forward to pre-order that car, and you guys can as well with the promo code down below at Spoiler Diecast. And speaking of a spoil, we got a foil number, so $9 for a diecast with foil numbers. That's practically a steal, although I don't remember a fingerprint right there, so I guess someone at the Line-On Factory got a little too happy putting on that foil sticker. But heck, I wonder what fingerprints we got. Also, a nice little fun note, I didn't even realize that Chris Buescher's name is very yellow on this name rail. But if you look very closely, guys, that this is no ordinary piece of confetti, but this thing is literally caked from head to toe. But as you guys know, that this is the Coke Zero Sugar 400, so the pieces of confetti are actually individually shaped as Coke bottles, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm sure I'm going to get those comments who are going to be like, well, I don't like confetti cars. Then, sorry to say, this is probably not the diecast for you, but for people who want to actually see a car that they actually saw and want in, like myself, I've been going to the Daytona night races, I think since 2022, and they've been quite a blast. Although I kind of wish I was in 2021 for certain obvious reasons. I might not be a Blaney fan or something like that. But just a really cool car. You can see we got those nice gunmetal rims right there, pretty standard, and lots of cool detail. The carbon fiber right there on the bottom, lots of dirt and grime and all sorts of fun stuff. This is also Chris Buescher's third and final win in his spectacular 2023 season. And I believe, as you can see, we do got like pieces of tape and bare bond, Fastenal. I mean, yeah, this car was definitely Fastenal, but the only thing I will have to say, that since I am a 164 collector, is that I kind of wish that Lionel would put confetti right here, and people are going to be like, well, why is that the case? Because on the 124, it is like that, and it does look kind of weird, especially on this side right here. So, and I know they can do it because, hell, they spoiled us, and we now have, well, it's been like a year and a half now since we've had the front windshields and back windshields covered in confetti, which is a really cool process. If you guys ever want to see that process of how they make these cars with the decals, probably check out Lionel's social pages. You guys probably know what they are because we've reviewed so much Lionel diecast. I think this is also the first time I've seen a foil number with actually confetti on it too, so that was something right there. Well, first time that I know so far, but look at that. Doesn't that pretty cool? Look at that. It like changes colors. That if you're not convinced to get this car, then I don't know what to tell you, because that right there, that might be some voodoo shit, but it does look pretty cool. But yeah, this thing, I would say it's probably my favorite Chris Buescher race win, along with the other two that we've had, which was the Richmond car. And, well, I'm allergic to that name because I'm a Truex fan too, so. Oh, man, that Richmond race does suck for your boy now. If that's not, that should have been Truex's final win. But we'll see what happens as we're coming up to Bristol night race. Comment below who you guys think are going to win that race. I'm sure a lot of you guys did not expect Chris Buescher to win the freaking Watkins Glen race. So, but now we're going to get on to a very cool side-by-side comparison, since, alright, this is going to, if you guys aren't familiar with that, I already reviewed the Fifth Third Bank car from probably, I would say, 2 years ago. Well, guess what? That is what we're going to review because, well, I don't think the 2024 car is out just yet. I know the Built Submarines car is going to be out soon. with the Keselowski car for I think like Wave 6, so that's gonna be pretty cool to showcase. But since Chris Buescher is still a hot guy to talk about, even though he missed out on the playoffs, which is pretty unfortunate, but we do got some changes right here. I mean, of course, yeah, boys and girls, pay attention. What is the big difference on this? Well, I don't know. I do see a lot of red, I see a lot of gray. Oh yeah, confetti. The Fifth Third Bank, and of course, yeah, one's a 2022 model, one's 2023, but people always love these comparisons, which I definitely love doing them as well, because people want to see if actually some things have changed, and in this case, it definitely has. I didn't realize that the 17 is also a lot more bigger, which I guess is pretty cool, even though I did not mind it on here. This is a pretty car, but now that I mentioned, guys, man, look how plain Jane this car looks like from 2022 without the colored rims. Definitely, I'm glad they added that detail, because it is a cool detail that you can get on a diecast that's for $11, but in this case, I think I paid like 12 or 13 for this, and 9, so definitely tell where I got the better deal from. I got this at the Daytona E2 apparel hauler they have, so yeah, gotta love overpriced diecast when they first came out. But god dang, dude, this is really freaking cool, man. You guys know me. I mean, it looks like the paint scheme has changed. As you see, it's more of a purplish tone here, but here it's kind of hard to tell, but it's more like a light blue, so it kind of matches the paint scheme. I don't know, I kind of miss that tacky purple that we got right there. Speaking of tacky purple, what happened to the violet defense cars? My god, those things were pretty cool. But anyway, shout out to anybody if you know someone who's 53, because this might be the car for them. Anyways, that was a pretty bad joke. But with all that aside, guys, I think that this is a diecast I would absolutely 117% pick up. It's definitely something that if you guys were at this racetrack, definitely, and a Chris Buescher fan as well, will have this in their collection as well. But let me know what you guys think down below, as this is going to wrap up the diecast review of Chris Buescher's 2023 Fifth Third Bank Ford Mustang for RFK Racing, the Daytona race-winning diecast. And yeah, this has been OBB, the diecast news guy, and I will see you guys next time on another diecast review.